This short presentation is one of a series about the knowledge transfer system I developed for Underdog Strategy. It's called the Worksheet System. This particular presentation about the worksheets provides a real-life example applicable to election campaigns. In this case, the Trump campaign of 2016. This presentation includes an overview of Donald Trump's campaign for president in 2016, an overview of each worksheet, and a completed worksheet as per the example. On the 16th of June, Donald Trump launches his campaign by calling Mexican rapists. On the 6th of August, at the first Republican candidate debate, Trump responds to tough questions about his sexist language with sexist slurs. On the 7th of December, Trump's campaign calls for a Muslim ban. On January 15th, Trump challenges a candidate's American birth. And on January 28th, Trump skips the 7th Republican debate. On February 1st, Trump fumes about fraud after his loss at the Iowa caucuses. On February 25th, Trump gets irritated by other candidates at the 10th Republican debate. On March 3rd, at the 11th Republican debate, Trump boasts about the size of his penis. On the 30th of March, Trump says that women should be punished for abortions. On the 26th of April, Trump blames the woman card for his failings. And on the 26th of May, Trump crosses the Republican delegate threshold for the nomination. On June 2nd, House Speaker Paul Ryan says he will vote for Trump. On June 9th, Obama endorses Clinton. On June 20th, Trump fires his campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski. On the 24th of June, Trump visits Scotland on the morning after the Brexit vote. And at the Republican convention on the 18th to 21st July, Trump wins the party's nomination to many Republicans' disbelief. On August the 1st, Trump attacks a Gold Star family. On August 9th, Trump says Second Amendment people could stop Clinton. On 31st of August, Trump meets with Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto, making a fiery anti-immigration speech in Arizona on his return. On September 16th, Trump walks back Obama birther claims. On 26 September, Trump takes Clinton's bait on tax evasion and sexism every time at the first presidential debate. On October 7th, Trump describes his sexual aggression on a hype mic recording from 2005, the Access Hollywood tape. On 9th of October, at the second presidential debate, Trump holds a press conference with women who have claimed inappropriate sexual contact with Bill Clinton, then invites them to stay and watch the debate. Trump lurks behind Clinton and threatens to jail her if elected. On the 19th of October, at the third presidential debate, Trump refuses to say whether he'll concede the election if he loses. Let's look at Worksheet 1 using this real-life example of an election campaign. This is what Worksheet 1 looks like. Line 1, issue or problem. Line 2, goal. Line 3, core idea. And line 4, which is subdivided, for tactics. First, use a few words to describe the problem. Second, use a few words to describe the goal. Third, write a full sentence with a metaphor that can be used as a slogan for the strategy. Fourth, make a list of all actions and then classify them into 3 to 5 categories. And fifth, give a title to each category, then list each category title here. This is what Worksheet 1 looks like, completed with an analysis of Trump's 2016 campaign. Let's look at Worksheet 2 using this real-life example of an election campaign. This is what Worksheet 2 looks like. It has 2 columns, all actors in column 1 on the left, and a question in column 2 on the right. There are 3 instructions for Worksheet 2. First, write only 1 actor per line. Include more, and it will be hard to analyze later. Second, list all the actors that might affect the outcome of the strategy. And third, answer yes or no in column 2. And this is what Worksheet 2 looks like, completed with an analysis of Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. Let's look at Worksheet 3 with a real-life example of an election campaign. This is what Worksheet 3 looks like. At the extreme left, column 1 gives time and date. The center column is for actions. And the far left column, column 3, is to answer the question of whether the action is a tactic. There are 4 instructions for Worksheet 3. First, list the name of the individual or group being analyzed. Second, list 1 action per box. Third, answer yes or no in column 2. And fourth, list actions in chronological order. And this is what Worksheet 3 looks like, completed with an analysis of Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. Let's look at Worksheet 4 with a real-life example of an election campaign. This is what Worksheet 4 looks like. In column 1, at the far left, you list resources. In the center left column, you answer the question yes or no. In the center right column, column 3, you answer the question yes or no. And in the column 4, at the extreme right, you answer the question yes or no. There are 4 instructions for Worksheet 4. First, list 1 resource per box. Second, if there is more of this resource than is necessary to reach a goal, answer yes in column 2. Third, if the resource is helpful in reaching the goal of strategy, answer yes in column 3. And if a lack of this resource guarantees failure, answer yes in column 4. And this is what Worksheet 4 looks like, completed with an analysis of Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. Let's look at Worksheet 5 with a real-life example of an election campaign. This is what Worksheet 5 looks like. In column 1, at the far left, you write the rules. In columns 2 in the center and 3 in the far right, you answer the questions yes or no. There are 4 instructions for Worksheet 5. First, write only 1 rule per line. Second, list all the rules that might affect the outcome of the strategy. Third, answer yes or no in column 3. And 4, answer yes or no in column 4. And this is what Worksheet 5 looks like, completed with an analysis of Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. Let's look at Worksheet 6 with a real-life example of an election campaign. This is what Worksheet 6 looks like. In the second box from the top, you give the goal for the strategy that you're analyzing. In column 1 on the left-hand side, you list the factors that would help that strategy. In column 2, on the right-hand side, you list the factors that don't. There are 2 instructions for Worksheet 6. First, write only 1 factor per line, and second, list factors according to whether they can help reach the goal or not. And this is what Worksheet 6 looks like, completed with an analysis of Donald Trump's campaign. Let's look at Worksheet 7 with a real-life example of an election campaign. This is what Worksheet 7 looks like. In the second box from the top is the goal. Then we have 3 columns right now. The first column on the left, steps to goal, the middle column, problem 1, and the right-hand column, problem 2. As you fill out this worksheet, you will have to add columns. There's a total of 8 instructions for worksheet 7. First, list the goal of the strategy. Next, list all the steps for the strategy from start to finish in chronological order, 1 per box. Next, from the top, look for steps where something unexpected might happen. Next, list the actions taken or to be taken to deal with that unexpected event. Next, cut and paste the rest of the steps to the goal. Next, repeat until the goal is reached, adding lines and columns as needed. Next, review each change of column. Next, if failure at each change of column guarantees failure, circle it. And this is what worksheet 7 looks like, completed with a partial analysis of Donald Trump's campaign. Let's look at worksheet 8 with a real-life example of an election campaign. This is what worksheet 8 looks like. It has 2 columns. On the left, you list the goal and the tactics for a particular actor, and on the right, in column 2, you list the goal and the counter-tactics for another actor. First, list the goal of the actor. Second, list 1 tactic per box. And third, repeat these instructions for the other actor. This is what worksheet 8 looks like with a partial analysis of Donald Trump's campaign. Let's look at worksheet 9 with a real-life example of election campaign. This is what worksheet 9 looks like, except for the fact that several lines have been cut to make it fit this presentation format. In column 3, right of center, you can list metaphors, images, role models, and analogies. In column 4, core idea, to the extreme right, is where you list the core ideas. The bottom line provides space to develop different categories from what are listed here. First, come up with other metaphors, or images, or role models, or analogies that fit this category. Second, write a sentence including that metaphor that refers to this situation. Third, list your own categories here, 1 per box. This is what worksheet 9 looks like with an analysis of Donald Trump's 2016 election campaign. You can find more information about the worksheet system, including a number of examples, in the 2016 open access book published by De Gruyter, Teaching Politics to Undergraduates by Lochbacket. You can also find several instructional videos on Lochbacket's YouTube channel.